Wait, did Kirk Frost really push Rasheeda out of their house like she was a stranger from Craigslist all because she smacked his kid Kannon? You can't make this stuff up. One minute she's calling herself the boss chick and the next homeless wig, sideways, mascara flowing and all because she couldn't keep her hands off a juicebox sipping toddler who shares her husband's DNA. How did we get here? Is this the end of love and hip-hop's most chaotic power couple? Did Kirk Frost just grow a spine overnight? Or is this simply another PR gimmick gone awry? And where the hell was Mona Scott when the actual tea was boiling? From adultery to Instagram meltdowns, and now this, the Frost Mansion has officially transformed into a WWE ring meets a CPS hotline. And Twitter is losing its collective mind. So grab your popcorn, turn up the volume, and cancel your plans because what I'm about to tell you will make every other reality TV controversy look like Teletubbies in church. This isn't just gossip, this is war, treachery, and a slap that rocked ATL to its edges. Let's dig into the mess, because honey, Rasheeda just got frosted, so let's rewind the drama not just to the slap, but to the complicated scandal-packed past that lead us to this precise point because, let's be honest, this wasn't just about Kannon, a juicebox, and a slap stampede over Atlanta. No baby, this was years in the making. Kirk Frost, the love and hip-hop Atlanta veteran, renowned for treating monogamy like a suggestion and parenting like a side enterprise, has made controversy his full-time profession. From lying about side girlfriends to having hidden babies behind Rasheeda's, he spent years redefining the word messy. And there beside him, Rasheeda, the previously renowned businesswoman lady with a beauty brand, stores, and a reputation for taking L after L, all in the name of love. Fans have seen her hold it down through infidelity scandals, DNA testing, and that famed "I'm sorry baby" studio apologies from Kirk Frost that come around every season like clockwork. But this time was different. This wasn't about a hotel room or a mystery lady on Instagram. This was about his son Kannon, the child that Kirk Frost had with side chick Jasmine Washington. Yeah, that Jasmine. The one Rasheeda sought to forgive and forget for the sake of public image and VH1 payments. Claimed she had adopted Kannon into the family, posed for family photographs, uttered a few planned remarks on television about mending, and smiled through gritted teeth whenever Jasmine's name was mentioned. But behind the scenes, insiders indicate, Rasheeda never wanted the child in her house. "He's not mine," she allegedly told a friend once. "He's a reminder of my shame," and it all blew last week. Rasheeda was apparently shooting material for her pressed Atlanta brand in the living room, all glammed up when little Kannon, just being a child, accidentally spilled juice all over her expensive carpet and product display. Now for most people, this would be a grab. Witnesses claim Rasheeda whirled around, gazed at Kannon, and yelled, "I told you, I'm not your damn mother. Go cry to Jasmine," followed by a hard slap. Not fun, not maternal, full palm. Contact one witness, an unnamed staffer at the Frost Mansion, states the sound reverberated like a thunder cannon starting bawling. And exactly then Kirk Frost strolled in, phone in hand, caught mid-scroll on Jasmine's IG stories. Kirk Frost, for once in his life, acted like a true parent. Instead of defending Rasheeda, instead of repeating his normal, "She didn't mean it, sweetie," he snapped, according to insiders, Rasheeda's wrist and yelled, "Are you crazy? That's my son." Things grew violent. He didn't slap her, but he apparently shoved her back into the sofa and ordered her leave now. Let's pause here because what just occurred was historic. Kirk Frost, the guy who couldn't even tell the truth about his side kid for 2 seasons straight, finally picked a side, and it wasn't Rasheeda. Kirk Frost was screaming, Kannon was screaming louder, and Rasheeda was still motionless. According to insiders, she tried to justify herself by yelling, "He disrespected me and he's not even mine." But Kirk Frost wasn't having it. Contacted Jasmine. "Yeah, you read that right. He called the baby mom right in front of Rasheeda." Jasmine didn't even let the phone ring twice. She picked it up, heard Kannon sobbing in the background, and went full nuclear. "I told you she wasn't steady. I told you she didn't want my baby around." Now look, in Rasheeda, she did what each reality star does when the limelight becomes poisonous. She fled to Instagram Live. But it was too late, since by that moment, the staffer, a witness, had previously leaked the tale to a chaotic blog. Screenshots of Rasheeda shrieking, audio of Kirk's voice screaming, "You hit my son." It went like wildfire. Hashtag Kirk's Rasheeda out and hashtag Justice for Kannon were trending in less than an hour. Now, let's be clear, this wasn't Just a nasty family dispute, but a total collapse of one of VH1's most toxic love tales, and just when everyone thought couldn't get much worse, boom. The court notice dropped. That's right, after days of drama, leaks, and social media explosions, it's now legally legal. Jasmine filed a formal lawsuit not just for mental distress on behalf of Kannon, but also asking a court-ordered prohibition against Rasheeda being near her son indefinitely. The judge did not wait. Within 24 hours, a temporary protective order was in place, and Rasheeda was now legally forbidden from entering within 50 feet of Kannon and Kirk Frost. He was forced to appear in court to explain how this scenario got out of hand under his watch. Meanwhile, Rasheeda was spotted by cameras outside her mother's house in a hoodie and sunglasses. Zero makeup and appearing like life had just taken every last edge. She had followers online saying, "Dang, this ain't the boss chick look anymore. This the boss chick eviction edition." Inside sources indicate Kirk Frost is done, not in a reality TV. Let's take a break for plot manner. We're talking marriage over attorneys involved, house split, and supposedly prenup conflicts on the table. Apparently, Kirk Frost told a close friend, "I was wrong for all I did in the past," but she simply laid hands on an innocent child. I can't defend that buddy since he instantly exposed it to the blogs. But it's not only the marriage. Rasheeda's entire image is unraveling. Her pressed clothes boutiques have apparently suffered a major decline in foot traffic. And 2 brand ambassadors stepped out within 48 hours of the slap video leak. One stylist even stated, "Sorry, I can't be connected to that vibe. I work with queens, not tyrants." Oh, and remember that fashion event Rasheeda was going to host next month, which was suddenly withdrawn from the flyer website updated. The corporation behind it put a vague message about maintaining ideals of kindness and family. Chilly Kirk Frost is suddenly moving into Dad of the Year mode, sharing Instagram photographs of him and Kannon playing puzzles, baking cookies, and playing video games, all with sentimental comments like "my boy, my focus, my peace." It's giving rebranding, and the internet is eating it up. And Jasmine, she's blossoming sister, went from side girl to savior in 1 week. She did a second sit-down with a podcast host and doubled down on everything. "I don't hate Rasheeda," she said, sipping on a green drink like she was going to launch a skincare brand. "I detest what she did, but maybe now she'll finally get the healing. She's been faking to have Mike dumped." Even Carly Red, who hasn't been important in 3 reunions, decided to wade into the drama. She shared a cryptic Instagram story. "Some of y'all forgot who the actual culprits are. Lady, please not. But wait, it gets worse." An anonymous whistleblower, most likely Jasmine's cousin, leaked surveillance footage from inside the Frost house. You can't see the slap, but you do see Rasheeda screaming and pointing her finger in Kannon's face, storming off when the kid tears in the corner. The video immediately viral. TikTok detectives slowed it down. Liper everything, even built reenactments with dolls. One user wrote, "VH1 didn't offer us this viewpoint. Y'all are doing God's job." The court called it incriminating. Kirk Frost called it painful. And Rasheeda, she hasn't said a thing. Her Instagram has been silent. No tales, selfies, or glitz. Just a blank profile and a whole lot of silence. But the internet isn't silent. Hashtag Rasheed as overparty trended for 12 hours on Twitter, with fans arguing whether Rasheeda was truly nasty or simply cracked under pressure. Some even attempted to defend her, claiming, "We all snap occasionally," but the majority nay. They were screaming for her to be permanently deleted from all family scenes, her name erased from the press, and her apology to come with treatment receipts. Just when you thought the drama was peaked, Jasmine exposes text exchanges between her and Kirk Frost, in which Kirk Frost apologizes for ever thrusting Kannon into Rasheeda's life. "I believed she could manage it," he said, "but maybe I put too much on her. I messed up, and I'm sorry for what he went through." Messages end with, "She's not the woman I married anymore." Brutal. And now whispers are emerging that Kirk Frost and Jasmine are secretly spending more time together. That's correct, people. Seeing them at the same eateries. Jasmine tweeted a video of a man's hand lighting her hookah, and Twitter claims it was Kirk's old wrinkly tattooed fingers. One user even zoomed in and remarked that's the same chain he wore in season. Kirk Frost cheats with Jasmine. Rasheeda forgives him. Kirk Frost brings the baby home. Rasheeda hits the baby. Kirk Frost kicks. Rasheeda leaves and returns to Jasmine. Someone contact Mona Scott. This reunion writes itself. What about Kannon, the poor baby who is at the focus of a custody dispute, a viral meme, and the kid whose tears triggered a digital war between exes, influencers and fan armies? But even with all this chaos, There's one odd story that's been swirling. A leaked copy of Rasheeda's court declaration purportedly contains a claim that the slap never happened, which she fully denies. Blaming it on altered audio, deepfakes and a smear campaign, she is pulling a full Jussie Smollett and hopes nobody checks the evidence. Unfortunately, the receipts are already there. From Ring camera perspectives to irate nannies with iPhones, this scene was captured from 5 different angles, with Miss Charlene purportedly saying, "Girl, I love you, but I saw you slap that boy." Rasheeda's legal team is allegedly moving methods attempting to promote a story that she had a temporary lapse, and that Kirk's response was overblown. But the court doesn't care, and Jasmine isn't backing down. So what happens now? According to insiders, the judge has scheduled the network has planned a crisis conference with producers, attorneys, and publicists to explore how Rasheeda and Kirk may co-parent in the future. Which is unusual given that they do not even have a biological kid. Find out if Rasheeda is redeemable. Translation: will fans ever forgive her, or is it time to write her off and push Jasmine to main cast status? All eyes are on the upcoming episode. But one thing's sure, the Queen of Atlanta may have just lost her crown, and the side chick could be next in line to wear it. And Kannon, he's just out here trying to live his life, one juice box at a time. Now that's a narrative twist. And now we've entered what fans call the last Frost fallout, with Rasheeda tossed out, Jasmine lifting her glass like it's New Year's Eve, and Kirk Frost suddenly jumping into father of the decade mode. The internet is living for this nuclear-level catastrophe. Let's get into the cold hard. The day after Rasheeda was kicked out of the Frost house, cameras captured her lugging a suitcase down her mom, Miss Charlene's driveway in fuzzy slippers and an unconcerned sweatshirt. Oh, the irony. According to an unnamed neighbor, probably the same one that phoned the cops last week, Rasheeda was weeping and yelling over the phone, "I built that house, and he got me out here looking like a side chick, with no Uber account." But Kirk Frost seemed unconcerned. Insiders claim he was inside drinking coffee on his porch like a retired villain. One insider told us he even posted a cryptic Instagram story that read, "Sometimes peace means subtraction, few not Kirk Frost out here." According to TikTok therapists, while his entire marriage is on fire, Kirk Frost has reportedly changed the locks on Rasheeda's key fob, deactivated her security code, purged her wardrobe, and allegedly boxed up. Jasmine was also observed outside the house with Kannon, and admirers claim she seemed a little too comfy on the porch. One site even commented, "Not Jasmine redecorate already sis, give it a week." Oh, and did we mention that Rasheeda's shop pressed ATL has become ground zero for fan protests? That's correct. 3 individuals walked there with banners that stated "Don't smack kids," "Boss chick," or "Baby." Beater 1 even had a full-blown Kirk Frost piñata branded Trash Daddy 101. Meanwhile, in court, things are heating up quicker than Rasheeda's flat iron during filming. Jasmine's lawyer is pursuing exclusive custody, increased child support and a public televised apology from Rasheeda, which honestly sounds like a reunion special waiting to happen. She's also threatening to reveal part 2 of the leaked slap tape, the angle from the Ring camera. On the back door, if it drops Lord help Rasheeda, and guess who else is stirring the water? Kendra. Yeah, Young Jock's chaos magnet fiance just went live commenting about the whole thing. She said, "I've been around that family. Let's just say what y'all witnessed on video." That wasn't the first time. She didn't say anything more. But the internet lost it. One fan commented, "Kendra has tea and isn't afraid to spill." Another wrote, "Mona, give her a confessional now." Young Jock naturally couldn't keep quiet either. He jumped on Instagram Live with his signature goofy grin and said, "Man, Kirk Frost really kicked wife out over a juice box. I knew he was untidy, but that's Olympic-level pettiness." Of course, followers clowned him as well, calling him out for his own lengthy history of baby mother problems. One user commented, "Sir, didn't you cheat with your Uber driver? Have several seats?" Meanwhile, Rasheeda's team is scrambling. Her PR rep posted a gentle apologies, calling the event an error and promising fans are requesting emotional healing and therapy sessions. But the internet is not buying it. Comment sections are swamped with clown emojis, "Give Kannon a lawyer" jokes, and edits of Rasheeda's slap, combined with WWE sound effects. According to a leaked email from a production assistant, VH1 broke connections. Executives are very concerned about the response. Advertisers are pulling their sponsors, values evaluations are being conducted, and there's significant internal debate about whether or not to dismiss Rasheeda mid-season. You read that correctly. the queen bee may lose her peach over one ill-timed slap. And while Rasheeda is busy wiping tears with Versace towels in her mother's house, Kirk's apparently invited Jasmine and Kannon over for a family meal. Someone even took a fuzzy photo that may show Jasmine in Kirk's backyard, wine glass in hand, as Kannon plays on the grass. If that's true, the internet will combust. Let's chat chronology. Rasheeda slaps Kannon. Kirk Frost takes her out. Jasmine applies for sole custody. Court enforces restraining order. Rasheeda loses endorsements. Kirk begins daddy branding. Jasmine perhaps moves in. Rasheeda, Miss Charlene may be removed from the program. Phew. Someone get a fire extinguisher. Atlanta is on fire. Oh. And you thought Miss Charlene wasn't going to speak up? Incorrect. Sis recorded a now deleted video cursing Kirk Frost out like he stole her peach pie. You're going to force my kid out of that house, as the lady who broke your marriage sits on the porch like she ran in game night. Boy, you're glad I'm rescued. We need that woman on the reunion sofa right away. Meanwhile, rumors are spreading. Rasheeda is preparing a tell-all interview. Word is, she's been in discussions with a prominent podcast to disclose her side of the story, including why she snapped, what Kirk Frost actually said behind the scenes, and if she believes Jasmine said her. A source close to Rasheeda states she feels betrayed. She kept Kirk Frost down for a decade through infidelity, embarrassment outside kids, and the minute she loses it when he throws her out, nay, she's ready to burn the entire narrative down. Plan. Fans are now guessing that this was all part of a broader plot, with some claiming Jasmine baited the slap, videotaped the consequences, and published it all simply to flip the power dynamic. One popular tweet stated Jasmine just turned aside chick controversy into a full-fledged takeover. She won, and you know what? They might not be incorrect. She has the public on her side, custody is on the table, and she may now have the guy, the house, and the upper hand in every way. Rasheeda, previously viewed as the embodiment of fortitude and elegance under fire, is now labeled as the villain, the woman who smacked a kid, and got tossed out like Tuesday's leftovers. Even worse, VH1 executives are apparently creating a new plotline around Jasmine. That's right. The lady who started as the homewrecker is now ready to become the primary character, with a rebranding as the mother who battled back. One source even said she's getting a glow-up montage, and Rasheeda's getting a legal team. The irony: Kirk's still in the heart of it all. Somehow this man has been cheating, lying, gaslighting, and avoiding responsibilities for years, and now he's being hailed for defending his son. That's the same Kirk Frost who initially denied the kid was even his. But hey, in the land of love and hip-hop, all it takes is a slap, a leak, and a plot. Flip to court. Dates are coming. Jasmine's receipts are still in the vault, and Rasheeda's quiet is ready to be broken. This isn't just a family quarrel, it's an all-out battle, and if we know anything about Atlanta, it's nothing remains silent for long. But now the real question is, which side are you on? Was Rasheeda right in losing her temper, or did she cross a barrier no one should ever cross? Should Kirk Frost be commended for finally putting his foot down, or is this just another episode of the Gaslight Chronicles Frost Edition? And what about Jasmine, master manipulator or mother of the year drop? If you believe this drama is far from done, comment below. I feel this was a setup all along. Tell us if Rasheeda is the villain or victim. Don't forget, this isn't love and hip-hop, this is really chaotic, outrageous, and very hazardous. If you are live for the drama, hit that like button so hard it files a restraining order. Order subscription for more crazy exclusives, fake news exposes, and startling facts they don't want you to know. So turn those alerts on, because baby, when tea spills like this are not something you want to be the last one to drink it till the following time. To stay nosy, petty, and tuned, because this disaster isn't even halfway done.